Hello and welcome back to part 27 of Let's Play Link's Awakening DX. I'm NHSDL6. Alright, so today we are going to progress fairly far into this dungeon, and then we are going to make a mistake, get lost, and then we're going to waste a lot of time. Sounds fun, doesn't it? That's what I thought. Anywho, basically, I've decided, I think I've come across the decision for the dungeon contest. The dungeon contest that I'm going to do for, well, not the dungeon contest, sorry. The contest that I'm going to do for the final boss. I'm going to give a little bit of insight on it now. I'm just going to go ahead and say right now that parts 27, this one, part 28, and part 29 all involve being in the 8th dungeon still. So you'll have at least 4 more days after this. I'll put after part 29, I will put a short, that was lucky jump, I'll put a short video where you can all vote. Oh, moonwalk, did you see that? That was pretty cool. I'll do a short video where you can vote and tell me what you'd like as your answer. I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now basically what it is, so you can all be thinking. My idea, since hearts are overdone, you know, shots, like attacks are overdone, you know, and I'm not sure, I know that my idea isn't original, but it is original in the sense that it hasn't been done in vast frequency. So I thought that this would be slightly appropriate since it hasn't really been, you know, wrung out to the max. You know, it's still, it's an okay idea. So here's what's gonna happen for the final boss, or bosses, whatever you want to say. It's one thing, but it splits into many. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to have a sort of time attack. What I'm going to have happen is I'm going to go about fighting the boss regularly as possible. You know, I'm not going to have any special additions. I actually, as you'll see in later parts, I switched back to the blue tunic so it would be less cheap. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go and fight the boss regularly. I'm not going to speed through the boss, you know, I'm just going to fight it regularly. And what I'm going to have you do, the viewers, and I hope many of you participate, that'd be great. What I'm going to have you hopefully do for me is I want you to guess how long it's going to take me to beat the boss, from the time that the first boss drops down into the room till I get the last hit and the text box comes up saying that I beat him. Okay, so starting, because obviously the first half of the video, if any of you have played this game, you have a little bit of a maze type deal going on, which I'll explain in part 29. But what's going to happen, you know, just going to fight the boss regularly, and I want you to guess. Not in this video, don't do that, because your answers aren't going to count yet. I want you to guess exactly how long it's going to take me to fight all 6 forms, and I'll just go by whoever's the closest. And you know, it doesn't matter if you go over or under what I do, just as long as you're the closest. So let's say I finished in 6.5 minutes. One of you picked 6 minutes and 45 seconds, and one of you picked 6 minutes. Okay, 6 minutes and 45 seconds is obviously over the amount of time that I took, but 15 seconds is closer than 30, so therefore you would win. I'm going to take the 2 top times, so that way we can have multiple winners, and depending upon if I'm really feeling up to it, I might have a first, second, and third, depending upon how many people participate. Let's say that if I get at least 15 participants, 15 to 20 participants, I might be willing to do a first, second, and third, and likewise the reward will probably be Let's Tries. That's been pretty standard among the LPing community of the games, is a Let's Try. And maybe the first place person, oh wow, I'm doing really horribly right here. Maybe the first place person, I will let them influence my next, holy crap, I'm sucking really badly. I will let the first place person maybe influence my next choice for an LP. I have some in mind, but there's nothing set in stone, so maybe the first place person will get that extra little honor. We'll see. So yeah, definitely, it's, it's the best I could do in such short notice. I figured time attack's pretty cool. See how long it's going to take me to beat the boss, because that just seems better than how many times am I going to get hit, how many hearts am I going to have left. And no offense to the people who actually did contests like that, because that was good, but for me, seeing that and seeing it in such close proximity with my run through, I don't really want that, so the time attack seems appropriate. So yeah, and obviously your guesses are going to need to be anywhere between, the maze is probably going to take me 30 seconds max, and then there's a little dialogue before that. So probably guesses are going to starting at least 1 minute and no more than 10 minutes and 59 seconds. Alright, so okay, but let's get back to the game. That orb that I just hit is very important that you hit it, because if you do not hit it, then getting the dungeon item in this game will be very difficult, because later on there's a room that has the blocks, and if you don't hit that orb, then the cheese will be up and you will not be able to get the dungeon item, which is really, really obnoxious, having to backtrack all that time. I do a lot of backtracking here because there's a key that I'm missing and I don't know where it is. Well, I know where it is, but Pat DeMichael of Part 27, or NHSDL 6. Oh no, I said my real name. Oh no, horrible. NHSDL 6 of Part 27 did not know where it was. So he's going to have to find it, or else he's going to be doing some more looking. And it's sad that I couldn't find it right away, because there's so much more. I honestly didn't need to stretch this out, and I might actually be doing 29.5 parts. I wanted to finish this. I wanted to defeat the final boss by 30, but I took too long. I wasted a lot of time. And it's not like it's the first time I've done this. It's definitely not. I just had supreme brain farts while I was playing this game, I guess. And they smelled. Oh well. And just because I feel like it. And I have nothing else better to do, I'm going to do a quick shout out to someone who I watched his video today, and he mentioned me in his video. Somebody who subscribed to me, and this doesn't happen very often, and I was very pleased. When I get subscribers who I have not looked at first, like, say I watched their video and I like it and I subscribe to them, and then they subscribe to me back as a favor saying, hey, I like your videos as well. But this person did not do that. He subscribed to my videos out of the blue. Oh yeah, wait. Pew 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 pew. Sorry, I had to do that. But anyway, this is a guy who subscribed to me out of the blue. I was very pleased to see that he had done this, and I checked out his stuff, and I was very interested in what he was doing. I think he's doing a great job with what he's doing. The shout out that I'm going to be giving to is a person who gave the shout out to me earlier today, and that is Bob the Pet Ferret. Very peculiar, interesting name. So that's sure to turn heads. He was doing an LP of Sonic 3, but if you watched his most recent video, you'll see that he's having some difficulties with the final boss, so I think he's having a hiatus on the Sonic 3. But in the meantime, I believe he's doing a Final Fantasy X2 LP, the one with all the girls in it. I've never played any of the Final Fantasies beyond 6 myself, so I don't know much, but it looks interesting. I read a lot about it in gaming magazines when it was first coming out, so it looks like a neat game, so give him a look. Bob the Pet Ferret. Very cool. Only going to do one shout out today, because I honestly don't remember anybody else's name. But he gave me a shout out, and so it seemed really significant, and I'm really appreciative of that, so definitely got to return the favor. That's just the kind of guy I am. I'm a nice guy. That's what I do. I help people. And I might make fun of the way you talk, but that's okay. because I love you. Really, truly. Yeah, I'd thought about stopping right there, but I realized that I had only 9 almost 10 minutes of content, so decided to do a little more. And that was actually probably a bad idea, because it didn't really set me up well time-wise. Kill these 2 mummified dudes. Make sure you keep moving so you don't get stuck. Grab another key, and you'll see the 4th unoriginal mini-boss. There's the Dodongo snakes there. And I had mentioned piece of heart. Stop taunting me, game. Gosh. I mentioned that there was one more piece of heart in this dungeon. You're gonna get it by going up these stairs right here. And there it is. There's your 12th and final heart piece. Definitely exciting. So now we have full heart containers. Alright. I've been NHSDL6. Thanks for watching me. Comment and subscribe.
Thank you. Goodbye now. Goodbye. Goodbye. Thank you. Goodbye.